What's happening? What's happening? We in the building. We in the building. Shit is crazy, right? So the sky, the sky is not real. The firmament is an electromagnetic field. The moon and the sun have both been spotted on the horizon multiple times. It's everywhere, right? But this ain't even what that's about. I remember Nutwar TV was trying to explain ego to me, right? And he did it in the form of like a movie. He did it in the form of a movie where he was trying to explain ego to me using this movie. I went and watched the movie and I kind of understood what he was saying and what he was trying to convey and what the movie was trying to relay. But I've been doing a lot of research on a lot of these things, right? And I remember when I kept talking about the law of attraction for like years, but then he got deeper than that, right? He got way deeper than that. So what is the ego? It's crazy because if we don't realize that the ego that we take on actually controls the majority of the vibration or manifestation or created reality, right? So I started to dive into I started to dive into it and really try to recognize it. And it's crazy because when you're feeling good, you attract good things and good energy. When you low down and you dirty and you when you low down and you deep in your like a depressive state to a certain degree, a state that you actually put yourself into, you attract negative things, right? Negative energy entities, whatever you want to call them, right? So as I peep out this fucking this whole sector or whatever have you, right? I noticed a lot of angry, angry people, right? Not saying that I'm any better than them, right? At all, to any capacity. But knowing that I am the creator of the most of the negative energy, even though I hold myself to a different standard on some bullshit, which could be just more ego, which I believe it is, just more ego to a certain level because of my levels of morality or the things I'm saying being true, right? But still, the things I'm saying, it could be true. But what is the motive behind the things that I'm saying? Is there a negative connotation behind it? Is the question, right? And this is what we have to question, right? Even the evil that we conduct, right? That we conduct under the guise of, oh, this person deserves it. See, I think that that's where we all get it. We all get a little taste of that, right? Because even me, in my side, which we look at as the light side, me, Cliff, Barcalar, it's only a couple of us, Dr. Duck. We look at ourselves as the light side. But even then, when we're spouting our truths and hurling our truths at the people that lie and do all of the things that we don't like or we don't agree with, Are we doing it from a nice place, or are we doing it and saying these things from a place of a negative space to where we just want to make the other person spin out of control with hearing the truth, right? But if you think about it, it's like a two-way street. It's a two-way game that we're playing. We we call ourselves breaking them down or destroying them with a bunch of truth, right? That's our side. That's our artillery. That's our weaponry, right? We weaponize the truth. Now, if you look at the flip side of the ops, or what we call the ops, I guess could be considered the ops, they weaponize lies and fantasies. Yeah, that's what they do. They weaponize lies and fantasies and deflection, right? They're very good at that, right? And so we get angry. Think about it. We're having the same. For every action, there's a reaction, right? So we are hurting their feelings with the truth, and then they come back and irritate the fuck out of us with lies. So it's just back and forth. Nobody's getting any. There's no push or no pull, and nothing's. We just stand in the same space, right? We recognize things like, okay, like think about it. We use truths to battle with, right? Right? They use fantasy and ignorance to battle with. Well, who's really winning? They outnumber us. And ignorance and lies are more interesting and entertaining than the truth sometimes. I guess let's just keep it real. They are. Like imagining that I met up with Tiffany and the cat and then shitted on myself with some all white pants on. It's very, very it's very visual. It's visual, right? So that's why that lie that's it's not true, but it survived the test of time, right? The truths that we've told have not survived the test of time, but the lies, because people love the negative things, people love to paint certain characters a certain way. It doesn't matter if it's true. It just matters if can we all repeat it, right? Can we all repeat it? It doesn't matter if it's true. It can be a straight, bold-faced lie, but can we all repeat it and get other people to repeat it and get some people to believe it? Then it becomes real, right? You can't tell me that shit happened in what 2020 2020 that happened 2021 at the latest. Cat Smith told everybody I shitted on myself. And to this day, people are still saying it. You can get a whole group and a panel of people to say that, right? But you can't never get nobody to remember our truths because nobody cares about the truth, bro. Nobody cares about the truth, right? So I'm having thoughts about how ignorant this place became, right? This place became so ignorant, and I want to allow my ego to speak. I am doing a separation from ego. This is my new goal is to separate myself from ego, right? Whenever I receive new information that I intake and I really I really cling with it, I really, it really sticks to me. I actually try to implement it in my real life, especially if I understand it to be a problem, right? So I've been breaking something down for y'all, but at this point, I don't really care about how y'all perceive what I'm saying anymore. Because even with that learning, I learned something about y'all, the audience, the viewers, the spectators. I learned something about y'all too. So what ends up happening right, is that the things that we've been through or the things that we went through, right, we end up projecting it, right? Like if you realize what's going on, Cat, if you realize what's been going on the last couple of days, right? I've always told y'all that I felt like whenever you hear these people talk, they're actually projecting, right? They're actually projecting. They're not telling you about you. They're not telling us, okay? When you hear Rio James talk about me, right? Or Phoenix, right? He's not, or Miko or Cliff. He's not telling us about us, right? He's telling us about him. Tell me when you think I'm fucking up, right? When Rio James is telling Miko about what he thinks about Miko and what he thinks about Cliff and what he thinks about me, he's not actually telling y'all or us what he thinks about us. He's actually telling us about himself. He's telling us about himself, right? That's what he's doing. And as we can see, right, he claims that his brother was murdered. That's not true. Claims that he killed the person that murdered his brother, right? That's not true. In actuality, his brother is a out the closet homosexual. So when he's screaming at us and calling us gay and this and that, and we suck dicks and all that, he's talking about himself. He's talking about his own situation. He's talking about his own life. He's talking about his own life. Cat, I don't even know who that person is, but if they're angry, they have all rights to be angry. Let them be angry, I guess. All right. So I am now having a separation with my own ego because I'm always doing self inventory, right? I'm always doing self inventory. We know who she is. She don't like that email exposure. Oh, I'm letting all that. I look, man. I can't look. You gotta understand. Sometimes, cat, I've been trying to teach myself this. Sometimes you gotta know when you win. You gotta know when to accept the win. You gotta accept the W. Um, I'm accepting the W. You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of people think that I took a loss in this last back and forth. I really didn't. A bunch of people with no job telling me that clowning me for being the boss at Wendy's is crazy. Because literally, you can go up there and interview anybody. All the people I work with still work there, and then you go in there and interview them. If you want to make a show out of it, I guess, and ask them who ran the motherfucking show. What did I have to do and didn't do? When you a fucking manager, when you the whole shift manager, like it's your shift, you closing the store or you opening the store, you don't have to do a motherfucking thing. I'm telling you, anything you do is because you want to do it. And think about it. Y'all work jobs before. Who in the fuck wants their boss around them? Nobody wants their boss around them. That's why even when I worked at jobs, if I wasn't if I was a regular employee, us employees try to do our job so that the motherfucking boss didn't have to come in there because we didn't like working with our boss. Nobody likes working with their boss. Nobody likes working with their boss because it always seems like this person is watching you, judging you, um, trying to tell you how to do your job. Or, that's what nobody wants to work with the boss, bro. Now I tried to be a cool ass boss, But the boss job is to stay the fuck out the way. Get the people in there to run this shit. Let them run that shit. You know what I'm saying? That's what the boss to me does. You let them run that shit. The only time I gotta pop out is if we got a fucking bus out there or something. You know what I mean? Or is there some fucking problem? Somebody want a refund. It's the only time that they really need the manager is for your fingerprint, for the goddamn computer. That's it. Send people on their breaks. You got to take people off position in the computer. So my job will be to take people off position in the computer so they can go on their breaks. Come up to the front to give out a fucking refund or some shit like that, bro. I'm in the back doing other shit, nigga. I'm in the back organizing the fucking walk-in freezer or some shit like that. I'm in the background doing some fucking paperwork. I'm in the background um shit testing sanitized water for their reports and shit. I'm in the background doing something else. You know what I'm saying? So niggas with no job is not finna clown me for whatever fucking job I was working. You know, they've been clowning me for DoorDash. I don't give a damn. If I'm not embarrassed about DoorDash, why the fuck would I be embarrassed about being a manager at Wendy's? And then they trying to make it seem like I didn't tell nobody. So y'all can harass my job? What the fuck am I gonna tell y'all for when we seen what y'all did with my last job? Y'all got me fired. Shit is stupid. Yeah, or fools that depend on passed on loved ones to get rich. Right. I'm not look, I can't this is what I'm saying, bro. There is nothing to win in this situation at all because everybody is retarded. Mike Mills is studies talking about begathons. When we have he doesn't realize there's a channel called the Roast Arena. Go look it up. Nobody flags this channel. There's a channel called the Roast Arena. It got all of Mike Mills begathons are over there on. So like, how can you go back and forth or win anything with somebody who doesn't even recognize reality? The nigga was doing thousands of begathons before his mama died, which proves that he didn't have money before his mama died. The fact that he doesn't do begathons now proves that he didn't have money before his mama died. Now that he got money, he doesn't need to do a begathon. He can get up here and talk about me and Jamila for 8 hours straight without $1 and then not bother him because he just wants attention. Think about it. Before his mama died, he wanted donations. After his mama died, he just wants attention. He just wants to show off the things he got from his mama. This is the truth about him. It's not protection from me. This is the truth about him. I don't have he's projected it, so I've seen it. That's the thing. All you gotta do is look at it, listen to what a motherfucker say, and then you will see what they're projecting from their own inner them. He wants everybody to praise him and respect him because his mama died and left him a bunch of trinkets. He didn't get that respect before that because he was poor, living in an empty fucking house, begging for donations, begging his girlfriend for money. No, it's bad when you got to beg your dusty girlfriend for money. All right. So, Cat, they flagged me down. My channel down for a week. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's crazy how they claim that they all over there acting like they're winning. But why the fuck do we keep getting flagged down? Why why do we keep getting flagged down if y'all winning? If y'all winning so good. Why do we keep getting flagged down? And I'm not flagging nobody. I ain't been flagging nobody. I ended the flag war with Ralph. He been playing my shit. I ain't been flagging that boy channel. I ain't been flagging nobody. But every time I turn around, I just lost my other channel, the whole channel. So why am I study being flagged if y'all winning? They flagged because it hurts. Oh, All right. We dropped the link. We gonna drop the link for a minute. Where my bro Cliff at? Shit. Yeah, Tom Spacer flagged me 3 days in a row, bro. 3 days in a row. I received a flag from him 3 days in a row until they took my motherfucking channel put it on suspension. And crazy about it, he flagged me yesterday for homosexual lyrics, and this nigga got so many homosexual songs on all his pages. I could literally go through and take all his pages down right now. All I had to do is go flag 3 different videos for the gay words. He got like 6 or 7 LA is gay songs. He got like 5 or 6 LA is bisexual songs. All of that shit could have been flagged down just like that. Did I do him like that? Nah, but he hurt, bro. I understand it. I'm not gonna even waste my energy, bro, because that would be me expending energy upon you, bro. I'm not expelling no more energy on you, bro. You got a flag and be a bitch. Do what you got to do, man. That's you. I'm not responding to you no more. You done wave the red flag, bro. You lost. You can't explain your woman out here begging other being for money. You can't explain that away. Oh, she doesn't even drop the link. She begging behind the scenes. Like see how he trying to pour the wool over our eyes. He tries to make it seem like his woman is not begging people because she doesn't beg in public. When she's already begged in public, she begged in public for the car. Let's stop that. Let's start there. So that's already been debunked. But she's trying to debunk it by saying she don't beg on her live shows. Nigga, she begging behind the scenes. She begging behind the scenes, Chief. She begging on phone calls. I ain't even put up the rest of the receipts. Nigga, I got your girl sending requests on cash after this nigga. While you sitting up here lying about him throwing money at y'all. If he was throwing so much money at y'all, why was she requesting him for money on Cash App? Begging via Cash App. I ain't even put out all the receipts. You know I never put out. I'm not gonna do it though, because like I said, I'm fighting with my own ego. I gotta let this shit go. Because you niggas ain't even on my level. I gotta let it go. So don't worry, I'm just letting you know. Nigga, I got so many receipts of your girl begging. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous vocal. Yeah, this motherfucker begging behind the scenes, nigga. Extensive begging. She thanking the nigga for the money she already begged up on and then trying to convince him to give up more. And you acting like you was right. I was right there when she typed that email. You ain't never right there with her. That's another thing you said he lying about. You ain't never right there with her. You always alone, Space. You always alone, Space. Your woman is never there. But yet you want to make it seem like you was there when she was doing all this begging behind the scenes. You just don't happen to be there every time she was begging, huh? Yeah, we believe you alone. We believe you alone, Space. We believe you. Hold on, we got a guest. Oh, click it again, man. I had to go tell my somebody just clicked the link. Click it again. I had to go tell my dog to shut the fuck up. Fucking barking this shit like crazy. All right, whoever that was, click the link again. Raven, what's happening?
What
Yo,
up,
yo.
what up, man? Sheesh. Can you hear me?
Say what now?
Can you hear me? Is the microphone working?
Your microphone low as hell.
Bloody hell, hold on 1 second. Don't know why it be like that. Hold on. Is that better?
Yeah, that's better.
Shit. Yeah, nah, man. Sometimes you can't give certain people energy. You know what I mean? They just wanna be energy vampires all day, every day, 24/7. I experienced it myself. You know. Sometimes these folks can't let you go, man. They'll never let you go. Oh, and
Yeah, but
sometimes you gotta fight your ego.
I can't play victim because I indulge in them too often. Now, some of the people are actually super weirdos. You know, like the people I don't say a word to. Now, those are super weirdos. You know,
Oh
like
yeah, I know
people like
who you're
Sinister
talking
Thought, and
about.
nobody. You know, it's weird. Why don't nobody ever call them out? Like, you would think that one adult would click the link and be like, "Hey, man, this dude never ever talks about you."
Now, but hear the thing.
Me and Clip don't talk about that dude. We don't talk
Hear
about
the
that
thing
dude.
though. When you call into their panels, they just gang up on you. So you ain't even got time to speak or like call people out. You know,
Right.
it's just
Yeah,
some
so
weird.
like I'm saying is like their side, the dark side, or whatever you want to call it, the light side, the rainbow side. Like, how do you get three people on a panel with no car to talk about somebody else's car? I just like and nobody, like nobody clicks the link and be like, hey man, so none of y'all got a car. It's like, how does that just exist?
That's crazy. I mean, if you want to be honest here, some of them they don't have a car because they feel like their bicycle is the only way they can, travel in the city. Which is beyond me. How you travel in the city with a bicycle? Come on, man.
Yeah, it's crazy work, man. Or people with no job talking about somebody's job, bro. I'm like, God damn, this is insane.
It's jealousy. I'm jealous. You have certain things that they don't have, and that's why they go up online talking about you 24/7. Like they don't even go to sleep.
So, Wisdom,
They
you were a victim of Rio James' projection of homosexuality upon you, right?
probably, yeah. Even though I don't watch the Do show.
Well, you know, he was like trying to highlight the day that you put on the dress for True Freeman and everything.
I remember that, yeah.
So, how do you feel about that now that we know that he grew up in a homosexual household where you know our little brothers look up to their big brother, and his big brother was a fag, sucking dicks.
I mean, in all honesty, I from the start that I met him, I could just already tell he a yag. You know what I'm saying? Because every time I used to listen to his live streams, the dude be talking about, men's private parts and all of this. I'm like, ain't no
Right,
straight man gonna be doing that. Ain't no
right.
straight man gonna be talking about another man's da 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 da. Like, bro,
Asking
love.
about dudes' turds and shit. I'm like, I've never heard a man ask what my turd look like.
And the worst thing is, you can definitely tell that some of these
Hey,
people.
we gonna need you to hop out, hop back in, but your mic is terrible, bro. We cannot hear you.
Oh, hold on.
We cannot hear you. And I got good ears, man. I cannot hear what you said. Cat cooking with grease in the motherfucking chat. And I want to tell Queen Fire, I'm not. First of all, I'm not even going to be responding to none of y'all. But Queen Fire, you ain't gonna make no deflection trying to beef with me. I'm not beefing with you. The way they turned on you, they did you like they do Jamila, man. They did you so dirty. I couldn't believe it. Because I sat back there and watched Jimmy, Ralph, and all of them apologize to Queen Fire on Mike's show. And then they try to use this boy getting exposed to try to deflect with Queen Fire. Nah, Queen Fire. I heard you dox Phoenix. You did it for no reason because we not responding to you, Shorty. We not responding to you. And I heard you flipped on Mike. And I heard you flipped on Mike and he didn't respond. That's because he waiting to take you back. You the only thing he got, Queen Fire. He needs you. Just like you need him. That motherfucker ain't finna. I heard you flipped on him and he ain't said a word. He went live to talk about Sandy, me and Sandy. That boy's a coward on these YouTube streets. He needs you. Just like Rio needs Rue. Rue come over my chat room and cook the dog shit out of Rio every day. And Rio take that bitch back every day. I don't understand you betas, boy. Y'all crazy with it. But am I just projecting me onto y'all? Yeah, I think that's what I'll be doing as well. I think we all do it. Because if y'all ever notice, I always judge y'all on how y'all let women treat y'all. But I'm just projecting myself upon y'all. That's all I'm doing because I don't allow women to treat me like that no more. So when I see other dudes doing it, I can't help but to say something. But it used to be me, right? So in actuality, I'm projecting my old self onto y'all because y'all are operating from who I used to be. Used to let women trick me and fall for that. I love you and only you, and I would never cheat and all them lies bitches tell. I used to fall for all of that shit. So now that I don't, when I see dudes going through it, even if I don't like you, I gotta call it out. I make it into jokes and I clown you, but I'm actually trying to clown you for you to open your eyes. That's the thing. Think about it, y'all. When I'm doing my no Thanksgiving and I'm clowning these dudes about how they women treat them, am I actually trying to hurt them or am I trying to help them? If you really think about it, I'm trying to wake them up. Like, look, bro, she don't respect you. Look, bro, look what she doing. Look how she on my nuts. Look how she buying me pizza. Look how she keep on looking for reasons to give Uncle Big Daddy money. Like, and then like niggas think I'm trying to clown them, but I'm really trying to get you to open your fucking eyes, nigga. I try to open your eyes with rules. Listen, you nobody around you was telling you that that bitch ain't no good for you. I'm the only one. So who is really your friend? Who's really who really has it's crazy why these niggas don't get it. It's crazy how these niggas don't get it. Same thing with Jimmy. Back when me and Jimmy was friends, I kept telling him, man, Cat don't want you, bro. He would not listen to me. He just kept on going, stalking it, all in love, crying over this woman, thinking about her 24 hours a day, getting on everybody's nerves. People was tired of you. Everybody can't be wrong about you, Jimmy. Every last person that ever spoke to you was tired of you talking about Cat, bro. Cat never wanted you, dude. I told you that. Yeah, Ruby cooking the shit out this boy. She be cooking them in his face, but she be cooking them over here every day. Oh yeah, they use all my jokes, Cat, but I'm not funny. Let them tell it I'm not funny at all. But yes, they use all of my jokes. Yeah, this nigga want us to think. I'm telling y'all, bro. I know dudes who had gay brothers, bro, and they got into a lot of fights, man, trying to help their gay brother or defending their gay brother or defending their own homosexuality because of their gay brother. That is a fact. He cannot duck that. He want to try to create something else. Oh, his brother was a gangster and the killer and he dead. Hold on, y'all. Think about it. The nigga's so fake. He wanted y'all to believe that his brother was a gangster and a killer and he got killed and he's dead. And he wants you to think he a gangster too, right? He wants you to think he a gangster too. So he came up with a story that he killed the dude that killed his brother that was a gangster and a killer. All of that was fake. What he really grew up was he grew up defending his gay brother and have to defend his own sexuality because his brother was gay and his mama was gay. He grew up being teased about not having a dad or a stepdad. He had a stepmom. He had a stepmom and his little brother, his big brother was sucking dicks. That's his real upbringing, not this gangster shit he wants y'all to believe. You know, you look at his police record and you could tell he's a down low man. All he does is beat up women. If you listen to him talk, you've never heard him talk about a scuffle or a fight with a man. To this day, I've been begging him to tell a story. He only comes out with stories about beating up women, and he's proud about it. He stays in competition with women. He stays in competition with women. He stays angry at women. Why are you angry at all these women? Think about it. Look at Rio interaction with women versus mine. All of the women, all of the interactions with me and the women in the sector didn't start off with no fucking anger shit. All of the females in this sector started off trying to get with me. And then we became enemies after I dumped them. This is what happened. Eva Brown, she was my bitch. Called me daddy, was in love with me. Tina was my bitch. Jamila was my bitch. Miss L was my bitch. Hope was my bitch. Kiki was my bitch. Tia Wells was my bitch. All these females was hollering at me, bro. And we became enemies after I curved them. Okay? And some enemies became enemies just because I curved them. Princess X was pursuing me and I curved her and we became enemies. This is what happened. But this dude just be literally having beef with women just because they're women. He be having beef with women just because there are women around. Like, what the fuck is that about, bro? Just got an obsession with Phoenix out of nowhere. He don't know Phoenix. He never met her, never talked to her. Look how long he begged to talk to her. Let me talk to Phoenix, man. Please, let me speak to her. It's crazy. In front of everybody. Nobody said a word. Nobody said, damn, dude, what's your obsession with Phoenix? Bitches argue with bitches. Abel says, I'm glad Princess X is finally shut the fuck up. Right. Right. I couldn't stand that bitch. Yeah, now they want to come over here talking about the show is boring. I'm not doing nothing to get my channel flagged, man. I'm not stunning y'all, bro. Y'all can have that shit, bro. Y'all can have that shit. I lost respect for the whole sector when the biggest expose of the year comes out and not one person made it. Man, fuck all of y'all. Miko, you, fuck you, all y'all, nigga. All y'all ain't shit to me, bro. I'm straight up with this shit. Ain't none of y'all shit. B-Dub, you ain't shit. None of y'all ain't shit. This boy been running around calling everybody fags all these years, and we see who the real fag is. Everybody go silent. We knew that boy was a yag. Me and Cliff been telling y'all for the longest Rio is gay. We've been telling y'all for the longest. Jimmy was telling y'all before that motherfucker started sucking dick again. Rio gay, man. No cap. That boy gay. Why he act like that, bro? I don't know heterosexual man act like that. That boy grew up going through it, nigga. That's why he running around calling everybody gay, because everybody was calling him gay, because his brother gay. He look just like his brother, he act just like his brother. Yeah, boy, you been going. Your life was hard, bro. I could have just imagined. See, my brother went gay. We ain't grew up in no shit like that, man. We ain't grew up in no shit like that, bro. I know dudes whose brother was gay. They was under a lot of scrutiny, nigga. They had to defend their brother because motherfuckers would be just saying fucked up shit about your mother, fucked up shit about the nigga brother. I had a homeboy, his brother was gay, and they motherfuckers. So what was crazy was when they was little, his gay brother didn't, he didn't hang out with us. He just did his own thing. We be playing basketball, football, and shit. And his gay brother would just not be playing no sports at all, bro. But motherfuckers didn't know he was gay till they got older, I guess, right? Right? But motherfuckers gonna talk about your gay brother and shit, you gonna have to defend your gay brother, right or wrong. And you supposed to. And you supposed to. So that's how he really grew up, y'all. And that's why he be up here. And that's weird because he's supposed to be the direct opposite. Rio is not supposed to be homophobic, bro. That's why I know he down low. He should not be homophobic. You grew up in a household where your brother's out the closet gay. You shouldn't even be the person running around calling people gay. It's just, it don't fit the bill. Because people did it to your brother. And people did it to you. So you should be more understanding. You should be more humble, bro, when it comes to that topic. Yeah, you want to know about dudes' doodle strains and their drawers and shit. I'm just telling y'all, it's weird. I Googled, I looked up on YouTube, I looked up growing up with a gay brother, and one video popped up, right? I clicked on this video. It was a gay dude, a gay brother, and a straight brother. Why, as soon as they started talking, they said that their mama was gay too? I said, God damn. I said, God damn. I said, God damn. You know, that's the roast guys right there. The first video I clicked on was a gay brother, a gay big brother with a gay little brother, and their mama was also gay. That shit tripped me the fuck out. I was like, you can't make this shit up. Google it, go to YouTube, y'all, and type in growing up with a gay brother. You're gonna see a video pop up of these two gay, or this one gay brother, and the other brother's supposed to be straight, but the way he was sucking on them goddamn crab legs, I don't know. Right? But as soon as they started talking, they said that their mama was gay and they grew up with two moms. They grew up with two moms. So just think about it, y'all. Imagine you growing up and your mama gay. That's already some shit. That's already some shit. You already motherfucker teasing you, making fun of you. Your mama out here sucking pussy, dating bitches. Okay? You live in the hood, motherfuckers talking. You probably getting teased at school. Your mama showing up to parent teacher conference with her fucking wife, with her girlfriend. Then you turn out your fucking brother gay. Out the closet gay. He ain't even hiding. See? Y'all motherfuckers gonna sit up here trying to pretend like y'all don't know what's going on. What's wrong with this dude? This shit says a lot. Yeah, like think about it. I'm a big brother and I got a little brother. My little brother grew up acting just like me, talking just like me, playing basketball. We used to roller skate just like me, uh, baseball just like me, football, contact football just like me. He did everything I did. fuck with a lot of bitches just like me, right? Listen to gangster rap music just like me, listening to Tupac just like his big brother. So imagine if you growing up and your brother's fucking sweet. You're going to follow your big brother. So I don't think y'all understand why the nigga is upset. He know it's all coming out now. It's not a game, bro. I've already look, bro. What Cliff at, man? Cliff got to make a video about this shit, bro. This is insane, bro. We understand it now. We understand it now. We see why you so fucking angry and why you beef with females and shit. Why you got beef with Phoenix like a woman? You beef with women like women. You don't beef with women like, you know what I'm saying? You beef with women like women beef with women.
You know, it's that producer shit. Spidey listen, take me. Got my radar up. Shout out to Darren Chandler up at the Rock. Something going on. I feel funny, can't tell me nothing different. My nose twitching. Intuition setting in like Steve Vision. I still close my eyes. I still see visions. Still hear that voice in the back of my mind. So what I do, I still take heed. I still listen. I still paint that perfect picture. I still shine bright like a person. My words still sing. I know you can't, don't, won't get it. Close to ride that shit, salt with it. I'm still afloat. I ain't the captain of the yacht, but I'm on the boat. I ain't acting what I'm not knowing that I know. Acting like it's still, but I know it won't. Read between the lines of the eyes and your brows, your hands shaking like Big shout out to Black, 70 Fashion, BX. What's good? So the long on the four corner drum staring at hammers, ready to go bananas. Two vests on me, extra clips on me. I know my mind is playing tricks on me. I ain't skits on me. Ain't nobody drop a mic on me. It's like they drop down sit on me. This voice in the back of my mind like Mac fighting up the circle. Before they hurt you, read their body language. 85% communication, non-verbal. 5% really know. 10% you know they span another 5 times show you. Just know you. Color strange, you the puppet man. Some other bastards.